You're listening to the Dirt Racing Podcast.
Yes, you are. June for the Marshalltown Speedway and picking up the win in the modifieds is the 75 junior Chaz Baca. Second, the 10K of Ron Lorenzen. Third, the 48K of Colin Hibden. Jesse Belize in the 81 was fourth. Fifth, Cody Brill, 96. Sixth, the 2B of Robert Moore. Adam Johnson, 24R, was seventh. Eighth, 3W Garrett Wilson. Ninth, the 22K Kevin Rose. And the rest are did not finishes or did not start. 10th, the 05 of Paul Nagel. 11th, the 97 of Colin Burbridge. 12th, the 5 of Todd Sheen. 13th, the 3 of Kevin Sadler. 14th, the 101 of Luke Silver. 15th, the 2Z of Zach Rollins. They did not start with 16th was the 82 of Jake McBurney. And 17th, the 43S of Scott Simonovich. In the stock cars, picking up the win with 69 Jonathan Lung. Second, the 7W of Hunter Smith. Third, the 26H of Joel Russ. Fourth, the 19 of Jimmy Gustin. Fifth, 41 Thor Anderson. Sixth, the 47 of Sam West. Seventh, 00 Johnny Spot. Eighth was Bronson Spot, the 8. Ninth, Riley Hanson in the 4R. The 505 Eraser Hewland in 10th. Andrew Rossum in the 92 was 11th. 12th, the 19G Gat Latrim. The rest did not finish as ordinance. So 5. 13th was the A1A Austin Kaplan. 14th, the 51X of Michael Jeanette. 15th was the 22R Tom Reisler. And credited with 16th of the disqualification, the 77 Emma Jack Mueller. Sport Mods. Matt Avila was your winner in the 2X. Second, 7W Will Wolf. Third, the 117 Dylan White. Fourth was the 29 Colton Lizzie. Fifth, the 22 junior Brady Hilber. Sixth, the 18 Tony Johnson. Seventh, the 57K Ryan Key. Eighth, the 13 Maria Preston Bright. Jacob Berry, the 82, was ninth. 10th, the 18J Jocelyn Elmquist. 12th or 11th, the 81 of BJ Charleston. Jackson Elmquist of the ATV was 12th. The rest did not finish their disqualification. Starts or did disqualification. 13th, 21S is Steven Feinstad. Braden Fardy was 14th in the 7th. Tyler Peterson was 15th in 2017. Did not start 16th. The 33B of Brian Boblet. And disqualification in 17th was Braden Gustin in the 9B. In the Hobby Stackers, your winner was the 12K of Eric Knudsen with the K. Eric with the C, yeah. Second, the 1K of Tom Killen. Third, the 28 Tucker Richardson. Fourth, 17K of Bryce Kringle. Joe Wallen Hobb in the 4W was fifth. 6th, 55 Brett Mosdem. 7th, 12T and Tanner Jones. 8th, Braylon Long in the 00B. 9th, Jacob Wild in the 77. 10th, the 59 junior of Chad Ricketts. 11th, the 99B and Bentley Long. 12th, Zach McNeese and 23Z. Dalton Cody in the 45C was 13th. 14th was Bryson Siegel in the 44B. 15th, 33 of Cameron Graham. Brandon Long, the 06B was 16th. 17th, 88R of Kyle Richardson. McKinnon Robertson in 11 was 18th. 19th to 19 of Ray Hill. Ryan Wyatt in the 73B was 20th. And the rest did not finish or disqualifications. 21st, the 55 exit Corey Vanderwilt. Dylan Hill, the 5 was 22nd. 23rd, it did not start, was 22K at Kel Cook. And this qualified in 24th, the 22B and Brandon Gifford. In the Mod Lights. Your winner was Austin Graham, 48G. Second, 99 Josh Ray. Coming over in the 0B was third. Fourth, 44 Garrett Barber. Gray Anderson in the 2G was fifth. 6th to 7 H7B of Jonathan Matrin is 6th. Riley Clem in the 9C was 7th. 8th was 66 of Brandon Cox. Tristan Glick in the 5G was 9th. 10th, the 1 of Robert Moore. Devin Glick in the 7G was 11th. 12th, the 8M of William Knowles. 13th, the 4G of Ben George. Tanner Swenson at 72T was 14th. 15th was the 88R Ryder Hartley. Randy Bryan 64 was 16th. 17th was the 73 of Cole Paul. 18th to 17J of Bo Jenkins. 19th was called Anderson in the 9XL. 20th was 83S of Steve Hartley. It did not start 21st, the 9 of Garrison Anderson. And finally, the Sport Compacts was Mitchell Muhlenberg picking up the win in 12, second to the 83B Mitchell Bunch. Third was the 46 of Michael Gardner. Fourth was the 58 of Aaron Sweargin. Fifth, the 007 of Adam Gates. Tyler Feeblecord in the 61 F was 6th. 7th was Christian Grady, 89. David Kimmel was 8th in the 33K. Paige Sanders in the 3S was 9th. 10th, 4D Borden. James Carter in the 82 was 11th. 12th was the 2K of Caitlin Watts. 13th, Charles Prime in the 7P. Ryan Cheney in the 22C was 14th. 15th, 16th, and Curtis Masterson. Drew Stanek in the 16S was 16th. 17th, Nikita Roop in the 17. 18th, 54J, Jeremy Williams. Dylan Drew in the 24D was 19th. The rest were did not finishes. The 73 was 20th, and Corey Howell. Nicole Kimmel, the 20 was 21st in the 33AK. Austin Cohen in the 93 was 22nd. 23rd the M80 on March 5th, and 24th was a 75K at Gosling. The third they were off, and then last week on the 10th was a rain out after some heat races. Their next race is Friday night with your normal classes of modified stock cars, sport mods, hobby stock, mod lights, and sport compacts. Over at the CJ Speedway on the 26th, Dylan Weepy was your winner in the 3. Second, the 52B and Brandon Wood. Third, the 26th of Tyler Burmeister. Fourth, the 33 of Luke Phillips. Billy Stanford in 52 was fifth. 6 to 746 of Garrett Porter. Alex Tips in the 21 team was seventh. And then the other two did not finish. 8th, the 5 of Kalen Staley. And 9th, the 20, the H20 of Daniel Waters. In the modifieds, your winner was 53 Logan Herbie Anderson. Second, 22X of Brandon Banks. Third, Dan Brocker, 30. Fourth, the 7 of Blaine Webster. Adam Shillman in 3S was fifth. Sixth, 22 Blades Bryant. Seventh, the 40 Dakota Simmons. Eighth, the 03B and Mark Wordsworth. Ninth was Colton Olson. Colton Osborne in 72. 10th, the 46 is Scott Brow. 11th, 21B of Benjamin Dugan. Tim Badler in the 5B was 12th. 13th, the 96 of Matt Lundry. And did not start in 14th, the 20 of Denny Brown. Stock cars. Well, Nathan Wood was your winner, 52. Second, the 10G and Dustin Griffiths. Third, the 56 of Austin O'Donnell. Fourth, the 22 or 21 Emma Kirk Tinsley. Fifth, it's Jesse Anderson, 826. Ninth, or sixth, the Niner Richard Stedman. Michael Cheney, the 52-8C, was seventh. The rest did not finishes. Cody Staley is 8th at 55. 9th, 99 Scott Jordan. Norman Bean at 62 was 10th. 11th, 18 of Jeff Fallenbeck. And the 75 ouncer of Austin Kemper was 12th. In the sport mods, your winner was the 1B Cole Vanderwall. Second, 42 Tyler Hecker. Third, Colton Lehman in the 7th. Fourth, the 7J and Justin Hubert. Fifth was Levi Lehman in the 10L. Sixth, the 1Z of Colton Zappital. Seventh, the 16 of Joel Payne. Eighth was Nick Umpel in the 5A. The 82I was Todd Hansen was 9th. The 3Z of Jason Van Zomeren was 10th. 11th, Austin Lick in the 9L. 12th, 13S of Andrew Swales. Sheldon Hubert, the 10S was 13th. 14th, the 70 question marker Joseph Mayer. 15th was the 23H of Alex Hayes. The rest were did not finish or did not start. 16th, the 7T of Trey Rock. Kyle Sturts in 27 was 17th. Brandon Bradford, 21X was 18th. 19th, 24 Chase Johnson. Mitchell Stats was 20th in the 27X. 21st, question mark 40U of Jason Mayer. It did not start 22nd, the 25CB and Jim Russell. They did race on the 3rd, but all features were rained out. And then the 10th, they got rained out. They are off this week. Over at the Knoxville Raceway on the 27th, your winner in the 410s was Chris Martin. 360s was Tasker Phillips and Jay Kenner in the pros. On July 2nd, at the 34 Raceway, there's an action. Picking up the win in the 305s was the 21I of Cody Worley. Second, the B8 of John Bernard. Hal Steffens, the 27 was third. Fourth, the 88 Riley Scott. Fifth, the 41 Jeff Wilkie. Sixth, the 9 of Lincoln Martin. Seventh, the 52 Cale Hamilton. The 22 of Daniel Bergquist was eighth. Ninth, the 31 McClay Richards. 10th, 11 T and Diggin T. 11th, the 16 HD of Ian Stewart. 12th was Nick Guernsey in the 7B. 13th was Paul Haley in the 17. 19th was the 99 of Jarrett Wyatt. The wrestler did not start or did not finish. 16th, 11 of Drake Brooks. 17th was the 9 of Luke Wade. It did not start. 18th, the 7 of Tim Young. In the modified, your winner was Spencer Dirksen, 29. Second, 22B of Austin Becerra. Third, Jace Eckridge in the 50. Fourth, the 10C Caden Carter. Fifth, 53 Logan Herbie Anderson. Sixth was Chris Zog in the 9Z. Seventh, the 17P of Shane Harris. Eighth, the 43 LV of Logan Bellows. Wayne Webster was ninth in the 7th. The 12 LF of Jonathan Mahaney was 10th. Jared Eckridge in the 58 was 11th. Adam Shulman in the 3S was 12th. 13th was the 2 Z and Zach Rollins. Andrew Hamburg in 57 was 14th. 15th was Jerry Dietrich in the 80. The J1 of Austin Nealon was 16th. The rest did not finishes or did not start. 17th, Jace Witt in the 26J. 18th, the 5R Bill Roberts. Preston Williams in the 43 was 19th. 20th, the 40th Dakota Simmons. 21st, 96 of Andrew Landry. Or Matthew Landry, excuse me. 17th, the 17 and 22nd was Jason Pesci. 17K of Ethan Crawl was 23rd. 24th, the 19J Levi Smith. Brian Reed in 46 was 25th. And 26 and did not start was 29 or 99 M Charlie Moore. Sport Mods. Your winner was the 01 Brady Carter, second to 117 Dylan Van Wyk, third 55 John Oliver. Cole Stitcher in the 24X was fourth, fifth to 56 Bryson Eckridge. 6 to 54 of Quentin Sheldon. Trey Rock in the 7 was 7th. 8th, 00 Matt Tucker. 9th to 42 of Tyler Hecker. 10th to 7J Justin Huber. Kevin Goldman in the 4G was 11th. 12th to 7 of Colton Lehman. Harrison Horn in 58 was 13th. 14th, the 8 of Tom Lathrop. 15th, Sheldon Huber in the 10S. 16th to 45, Johnny Williams. The rest did not finishes in Tyler Gerard 00 was 17th, 18th, 9 X of Matt Adam. Cole Gilwater the 10C was 19th. 20th, Finn Oppenheimer. Brandon Lamer in the 14th was 21st. 22nd, the 10 of Jim Gilwater. 23rd, 10T Eric Turner. And 24th, the 10L Levi Lehman. Stock cards. Picking up the win, the 1X of Caden Carter. Second to 30, Ed McGuire Young. Third to 71 of David Brandes. Fourth to 56, Kenny O'Donnell. Fifth, Chad Krogmeyer in the 12th. Sixth, Corey Slosserid in the C4. Seventh to 71X of Katie Keller. The 1C of Jeremy Jackson was 8. Ninth to 41 of Thor Anderson. Mike Van Utrecht was 10th and 27. 11th, 14X of Austin Stroggy. Matt Jones in the 5J was 12th. 13th, 21M of Kirk Kinsley. Drew Keeker in the 18X was 14th. 15th, 50 of Jonathan Fuller. The rest did not start or did not finish it. 16th, the 05 Junior Don Oliver. 17th, the 4R Riley Hansen. Sheldon Brockett, 74 was 18th. 19th, the 17U of Chuck Underwood. 20th, the 75 Elter of Austin Kemper. Jordan Miles in the 4 Junior was 21st. Credited with 22nd was the 97 of Robert Barnes. Did not start 23rd was the 10G of Dustin Griffith. And 24th and did not start was the 666 of Kevin Week. Finally, in the dirt late models, picking up the win with 54 Tommy Elston. Travis Denny in the 56D was second. Third, the 7B Mark Morkler. Jesse Bowden, the 2 Junior, was fourth. Fifth, the 56C of Cruz Merkhoffer. Sixth, Andy Noritsky in the 7th. Seventh, the CJ Horde in the 01. Eighth, the 84 Sam Halstead. Ninth, 56 of Jamie Wilson. 10th, the 53 of Dustin Anderson. 11th, the 30 Curtis Glover. 12th, Mitchell Bowles in the 4B. Jake Griffin in the 79. 113. 14th, the 52J Jeremy Plant. The 07R Matt Ryan was 15th. The rest did not finish this. 16th, the 93C of Chase Butcheen. 17th was Chad Holiday in the 32. 18th was the 43 LV of Logan Velos. Stone Protaska in the 12 was 19th. 20th was the 33 of Ricky Frankel. Mitch Morris in the 70 was 21st. 22nd was Ray Raker in the 07X. The W56 of Gary Webb was 23rd. And 24th was the 11 of Darren Weisinger. Then last Thursday night, Lucas Oil Late Models was in town for racing action at 34 Raceway. We will start with your modifieds. Picking up the win, the 22 Austin Becerra. Second to 50 of Jay Seckridge. Third to 53 Logan Herbie Anderson. Fourth to 72 Colton Osborne. Fifth to 71 Dennis Levine. Sixth was the 14B of Tom Bowling. Seventh, 22B of Blaine Bryant. Matthew Landry in the 96 was 8. The rest were did not finishes. Adam Shillman in the 3S was 9. 10th to 5R Bill Roberts. And 11th to 57 Andrew Hamburger. Dirt late model feature. Mark Bortorth of the 7B was your winner. Second to 52J and Jeremy Plant. Third, the 01 of Chris Horn. Fourth to 4B of Mitchell Bowles. Fifth to 54 Tommy Elson. Sixth, Travis Denny and 56 D. Seventh, Jay Johnson in the 93. Eighth to 7 of Andy Noritsky. Justin Smith in 53 was 9th. 10th was Cruz Merkhoffer in 16C. 11th, 11 of Darren Weisinger. Jake Griffin in 79 was 12th. 13th was the 45 DW and Denny Winworth. Ray Raker in the 07 was 14th. 15th, the AC of Logan Cumby. 19th, or 16th, 2J of Carter Johnson. Jason Olsenseed in the 5JO was in the 17th. The rest did not finishes or did not start. 18th was the 33 Ricky Frankel. Ed Hollenbeck in the 39 was 19th, and 20th the 68 of Cody Washburn. In the late models for Lucas Oil, it happened to be the Slocum 50. We'll start with Group A time trials. Quick time was the 76 of Brandon Overton at a 14.796. Second, the 111 of Max Blair at a 14.985. Third was the 3S of Brian Shirley at a 15.010. Fourth was the 18 of Mawika Missile Shannon Mack at 15.051. Josh Rice in the 11 was fifth at a 15.090. Carson Ferguson in 93 was sixth at 15.165. Hudson O'Neill in the 71 was seventh at 15.185. Dan Ebert in the 60 was eighth at a 15.214. Ninth was the 15 of Clay Stuckey at a 15.260. The 75 or the 17 senior Brody Smith at a 15.284 was 10th. 11th Clayton Black in the 50 at a 15.291. 12th was the 25 of Chad Simpson at a 15.549. 14th was or 13th, the 93 of Corey Lawler at 15.605. 14th was the 17 SS of Brendan Smith at a 15.649. At 15th in Group 1 was the 88 of Evan Miller at a 15.715. Group 2, Brandon Shepard in the 1 was at a 15.015. Second was the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton at a 15.076. The 99 of Devin Moran was third at a 15.115. Fourth, the 40B of Kyle Bronson at a 15.312. Fifth, the 22 of Daniel Hasselbeck at a 15.357. Sixth was the 6 of Clay Harris at a 15.362. Seventh, the 8 of Dylan McCowan at 15.417. Eighth was the 58 of Garrett Albertson at a 15.442. 12th was the 32 of Chris Simpson, or was 9th, excuse me, at a 15.448. 10th was 38T of Dylan Thornton at a 15.532. 11th, 11 of Corey Gunmaker at a 15.627. 12th was the 17A of Austin Howes at a 15.743. Ricky Frankel was in the 33 was 13th at a 15.8 19, and 14 was a 43 of Derek Stewart at a 16, 142. Heat Race 1 went to Brandon Overton. Second, Josh Rice. Third, Brian Shirley. Fourth, Val Tranter, Hudson O'Neill. Fifth was Clay Stuckey. Sixth, Evan Miller. Seventh, Corey Lawler. And eighth, Caden Platt. Heat Race 2 went to Carter Ferguson. Second, Max Blair. Third, Chad Simpson. Fourth, Val Tranter, Dan Ebert. Fifth was Shannon Mabb. Sixth, Brody Smith. And Braden Smith was seventh. In Heat Race number 3, your winner was the one of Brandon Shepard. Second, 99 Devin Moran. Third, Daniel Husselback. And Dylan McCowan was fourth. Fifth, Chad Simpson. Sixth, Gordon Gunbreaker. And Ricky Frankel was seventh. And the fourth and final heat race went to Ricky Thornton. Second, Kyle Bronson. Third, Garrett Albertson. And fourth, the final transfer, Clay Harris. Austin Housel's fifth. Sixth, Dylan Thornton. And seventh, Derek Stewart. B-Main took the top 6. Your winner was Clay Stuckey. Second, Chris Simpson. Third, Dylan Thornton. Fourth, Austin House. Fifth, Corey Gunmaker. And sixth was Corey Lawler. Seventh was Ricky Frankel. Eighth, Derek Stewart. Ninth, Clay Platt. 10th, Shannon Mabb. 13th, 11th, Evan Miller. 12th was Brody Smith. And 13th, Brendan Smith. In the feature, your winner was Brandon Shepard. Second, Devin Moran. Third, Brandon Overton. Fourth, Max Blair. Fifth, Ricky Thornton. Sixth, Brian Shirley. Seventh, Carson Ferguson. Eighth, Kyle Bronson. Ninth, Chad Simpson. 10th, Chris Simpson. 11th, Garrett Albertson. 12th, Josh Rice. 13th, Clay Harris. 14th, Hudson O'Neill. 15th, Daniel Husselback. Dan Ebert was 16th. 17th, Corey Gilmaker. 18th, Dylan McCowan. 19th place, Stuckey. 20th, Austin House. 21st, Corey Lawler. 22nd, Brandon Smith. 23rd was Dylan Thornton. And 24th was Brody Smith. Coming up this weekend at 34, will be a regular race with 305s, modified sport mods, stock cars, dirt lane model, and hobby stocks. And then we go back to July 4th for the Knoxville Race Lake racing action as we start with the 410. Picking up the quick time was the 10 of Ryan Timms at 15.291. Second, the 87 Aaron Reitzel at 15.430. Third was the 24R Rico Abreu at a 15.437. 24-21 Brian Brown at a 15.476. Fifth, 26 of Justin Pack at 15.491. Sixth, the 28 of Jace Spark at 15.508. Seventh, the 23 of Garrett Williamson at 15.518. Eighth, the 88 Austin McCarl at a 15.598. Ninth was the 27 of Carson McCarl at 15.623. 10th was Xavier Donnelly and the 74 at a 15.625. 11th, the 3-piece Sawyer Phillips at a 16.633. 12th was a 2K Lit Jeffrey at a 15.652. 13th was the 1K Kobe Watt at 15.691. 14th, the 45X of Reese Moran at a 15.695. 15th was 7BC of Tyler Courtney at a 15.707. 62, Emma J.J. Hinkle at a 15, 7:48. 17th was Jai Corbett in the set 25 at a 15, 7:72. 18th was the 1X Scott McGiskey at a 15, 7:98. 19th, the 44 Chris Martin at 15, 8:61. 20th was Jamie Ball, the 4W at a 15, 8:68. 21st was the 11 of Justin Henderson at a 15, 8:69. 22nd, the 27 Mia Garrett Benson at a 15, 8:70. 23rd, the 1 Taz of Tasker Phillips at 15, 8:70. 24th, the 19 Junior of Cole Joe Myers at a 15, 8:88. 25th was the 22 of Riley Goodo at 15, 9:03. 26th to 74 of Sammy Sodell at 15, 9:14. 27th was 15K of Chad Kevin or Drake Kevin at a 15, 9:30. 28th to 121 to RJ Johnson at 16:04. 29th to KS of Jack Anderson at a 16:057. 30th the 09 of Matt Jewell at a 16:097. 31st to the 15J Jack Potter at a 16:144. 32nd 15 Junior Cole Meister at a 16:171. 33rd the 31 of Kobe Workmeister at a 16:189. 34th to 24 T-Mac Taylor McCarl at 16:407. 35th the 10V of Joe Beaver at a 16:433. At 36th the 56 of Joe Simbro at a 16:795. He race 1 went to Ryan Tibbs, 2nd Justin Pack, 3rd Carson McCarl, 4th Jai Corbett, and 5th and final trainer Justin Henderson. 6th was Kobe Workmeister, 7th Kobe Watt, 8th Riley Goodnow, and 9th Jack Anderson. He race 2 went to Reese Moran, 2nd Xavier Doty, 3rd Aaron Reitzel, 4th Chase Park, 5th and final transfer Scott McGiskey, 6th Sammy Sodell, 7th Matt Jewell, 8th Garrett Benson, and 9th Terry McCarl. He race 3 went to Tyler Courtney, 2nd Garrett Williamson, 3rd Rico Abreu, 4th Sawyer Phillips, and 5th to Chris Martin. 6th Tasker Phillips, 7th Street Kevin, 8th Joe Beaver, and 9th Jack Potter. He race 4 went to Lynn Jeffrey, 2nd J.J. Hinkle, 3rd Brian Brown, 4th Austin McCarl, and 5th Joe Myers. They were followed by 6th Jamie Ball, 7th R.J. Johnson, 8th Joe Simbro, 9th Cole Weitzer. In the B main, your order was Jamie Ball, 2nd Sammy Slindell, 3rd Garrett Benson, 4th and final transfer Creek Keminoff. 5th with the Tasker Phillips, 6th Toby Workmeister, 7th Matt Joel, 8th Terry McCarl, 9th RJ Johnson, 10th Joe Beaver, 11th Cole Weitzer, 12th Jack Potter, 13th Joe Simbro. Did not start was Kobe Watt, Riley Goodnow, and Jack Anderson. In the feature, your winner was Tyler Courtney, 2nd Ryan Tibbs, 3rd Garrett Williamson, 4th Justin Peck, 5th Austin Carl, 6th Rico Avery, 7th Aaron Reitzel, 8th J.J. Hinkle, 9th James Park, 10th Xavier Doty, 11th Carson McCarl, 12th Brian Brown, 13th Sawyer Phillips, 14th Justin Henderson, 15th Chris Martin, 16th Tree Kevin, 17th Lynn Jeffrey, 18th Joe Myers, 19th Reese Moran, 20th Jamie Ball, 21st Sammy Sodell, 22nd Gary Benson, 23rd Scott McGiskey, and 24th was Jai Corbett. Williamson led 1 through 14. Courtney led 15 through 25. The hard charger was Austin McCarl. 360s. Group number 1. Quick time went to the 1 Taz of Taskerville at 15,939. Second, the 4 Cam Martin at 16,004. Third, the 24H Kane Higney at 16,026. Fourth, the 2 Emma Ryan Giles at 16,110. Fifth, the 7S of Sawyer Phillips at 16,110. Sixth, the 22P of Jesse Payne at 16,139. Seventh was the 86 of Timothy Smith at 16,200. Eighth, the 01 Austin McCarl, Carson McCarl at 16,251. Ninth, the 7 of Justice Salmon at 16,252. 10th, the 28U Brandon Cooley at 16,315. 11th, the 83 of Kurt Mueller at 16,351. 12th was Evan Severon at 59 at 16,364. 13th was the 56 of Sean Cressman at a 16,384. 14th was Trey Meredith in the 11T at a 16,407. 15th was the 63T of Jack Thomas at a 16,596. 16th to 50 of Gray Anderson at 16,552. 17th to T4 Tyler Graves at 16,883. 18th to 32 Riley Terrell at 17,231. 19th the G2 of Tony Ross, no time. And 20th of no time was the 7G of Jackson Gray. In Group 2, your quick time was the 63 of JJ Hinkle at 16,045. Second, the 40 of Clint Gardner at 16,159. Third, the 09 of Matt Jewell at 16,248. Fourth was the 22X O'Reilly Guido at a 16,261. Fifth was Ryan Lemon 22 at 16,353. Sixth, 3R Russell Potter at a 16,413. Sixth or seventh, 64 Caleb Johnson at a 16,426. Eighth, the 4W Jamie Wall at a 16,3 or 436. Ninth, the 6B of AJ Johnson at 16,495. 10th, the 55B of Chase Brown at 16,566. 11th, the 33 of Logan Alexander at 16,568. 12th, the 6th of Logan Moore at 16,646. 13th was the 71 of Brandon Worthington at 16,657. 14th, the 9 of Lady Moore at a 16,701. 15th was 33 of Alan Zoot at 16,766. 16th, the 5A of Alex Vandervoort at a 16,827. Cole Vanderheiden was 17th at a 16,881. 19th, the one of John Anderson at a 17,006. And Aiden Zoo was 19th in the 14 at a 17,034. He race 1 went to Timothy Smith, second Sawyerville, third Kate Higney, fourth Dustin Salvage, fifth Wild Transfer Taskerville, sixth Tony Ross, seventh Jack Thomas, eighth John Cressman, ninth Kurt Mueller, and 10th Tyler Graves. He race 2 went to Cam Martin, second Ryan Giles, third Everett Severon, fourth Carson Carl, and fifth Wild Transfer Jesse Pay. Sixth was Brandon Cooley, seventh Trey Meredith, Eighth, Gray Anderson. Ninth, Riley Terrell. And did not start. Credited with 10th was Jackson Gray. In heat race number 3, your winner was Ryan Lemon. Second, Caleb Johnson. Third, J.J. Hinkle. Fourth, Matt Jewell. Fifth and final transfer was called Vander Heiden. Sixth was Brandon Worthington. Seventh, Logan Alexander. Eighth, Aiden Z. Ninth, A.J. Johnson. The credit with 10th was Alan Duke, who did not start. Heat race number 4 with the Jamie Ball. Second, Riley Goodnow. Third, Clint Gardner. Fourth, Chase Burley. Fifth and final transfer, Russell Potter. Sixth, Logan Moore. Seventh, Alexander Moore. Eighth, Lanny Moore. And did not start, credited with 9th was John Anderson. B-Main, your winner was Brandon Worthington. Second, Tony Roster. Jack Todd. Fourth and final transfer, Trey Meredith. Fifth was Lanny Moore. Sixth, Brandon Cooley. Seventh, John Anderson. John Cressman, excuse me. Eighth, Kurt Wheeler. Ninth, John Anderson. 10th, Riley Valentine. 10th, Gray Anderson. 11th, Logan Moore. 13th, Alexander Moore. 14th, Aiden Zoo. The rest did not start. A.J. Johnson, Logan Alexander, Tyler Graves, Alan Zoo, and Jackson Gray. In the feature, your winner was J.J. Hinkle. Second, Clint Gardner. Third, Caleb Johnson. Fourth, Kate Hignay. Fifth, Riley Goodell. Sixth, Ryan Giles. Seventh, Ryan Levitt. Eighth, Carson McCarl. Ninth, Tasker Phillips. 10th, Matt Jewell. 11th, Sawyer Phillips. 12th, Jamie Ball. 13th, Chase Brown. 14th, Cam Martin. 15th, Trey Meredith. 16th, Cole Vanderheiden. 17th, Timothy Smith. 18th, Russell Potter. 19th, Brandon Worthington. 20th, Jesse Faye. 21st, Dustin Savage. 22nd, Tony Ross. 23rd, Evan Severock. And 24th, Jack Thomas. Hinkle led all the way 1 through 20. Hard charger was Meredith. And finally, final class, the pros. Quick time in Group 1 was 88, Jake Hinder at 17.667. Second was 44, Brody Johnson at 17.864. Third, the 99, Matthew Seltzer at 17.929. Fourth, the 14, Tim Young at 18.094. Fifth, the 26, Chase Brown at 18.372. Sixth, 30C, Carter Hansen at 18.458. And seventh, the 7C, Devin Clyde with no time. Group 2, your quick timer was the 57, Clayton Vanderfleet at 17.277. Third was the 48, Tyler Thompson at 17.462. Third, the 2, Casey Ferguson at 17.535. Fourth, the 0, Mike Mayberry at 17.563. Fifth was the 9 of Luke Lane at 17.597. Matthew Botts in the 23B was 6 at 17.718. And 741, Jeff Wilkie at 17.868. He race 1 went to Jake Henner. Second, Matthew Seltzer. Third was Bernie Johnson. Fourth, Tim Young. Fifth, Chase Young. Sixth, Carter Hansen. Seventh, Devin Clyde. He race 2 went to Mike Barry. Second, Casey Ferguson. Third, Tyler Thompson. Fourth, Clayton Vanderbilt. Fifth, Turf Wilkie. Sixth, Matthew Botts. And seventh, Luke Lane. In the feature, your winner was Jake Hender. Second, Matthew Seltzer. Third, Clayton Vanderbilt. Fourth, Brody Johnson. Fifth, Tyler Thompson. Sixth, Chase Young. Seventh was Casey Ferguson. Eighth, Luke Lane. Ninth, Mike Mayberry. 10th, Matthew Bott. 11th, Jeff Wilkie. 12th, Tim Young. 13th, Chase Hansen. And credited with 14th, did not start, Devin Clyde. Johnson led 1 through 2. Kender led 3 through 15, Hard Charger was Vanderbilt. In Sprint Invaders action on the 9th was at Tipton. He race 1 went to the 5A of Alex Vandervoort, second to 49 Josh Simon, third the 44 of Chris Martin, fourth to 11 of Trey Meredith, fifth to 22 of Riley Goodell, sixth was Jake Blackhurst, the 50, seventh to 9 Lincoln Martin. Eighth was the 11X Jaden Alexander. He raced 2, went to the 7 Tyler Lee. Second to 1 Tasker Phillips. Third to the 99 Joey Mohan. Fourth to the 40 Cody Worley. Fifth to the 88 O'Reilly Scott. Sixth to 16 Dustin Clark. And seventh to the 31 McLean Richards. Cam Martin in the 4-1 he raced 3. 51 Clinton Bowles was second. The third was the 11 of Cold Fisher. Fourth was the 17 Nathan Parks. Fifth was 51 J. Ryan Jameson. Sixth the 15 Junior Cole Weitzer. And seventh was the 7S of Sawyer Phillips. In the dash, your winner was Chris Martin. Second, Alexander Mort. Third, Tyler Lee. Fourth, Tasker Phillips. Fifth, Chris Martin. And sixth, to Joey Mohan. In the feature, it was Chris Martin, your winner. Second, Tasker Phillips. Third, Cam Martin. Fourth, Joey Mohan. Fifth, Jake Blackhurst. Sixth, Alex Vandermoor. Seventh, Riley Goodnow. Eighth, Tyler Lee. Ninth, Tony Worley. 10th, Josh Snyder. 11th, Trey Meredith. 12th, Clinton Boyle. 13th, Sawyer Phillips. 14th, Cole Weitzer. 15th, Lincoln Martin. 16th, Riley Scott. 17th, McLean Richard. 18th, Dustin Clark. 19th, Jaden Alexander. 20th, Nate Parks. 21st, Ryan Jameson. And 22nd, Colt Fisher. Chris Martin led 1 through 16. Tasker Phillips 17 through 20. And 21 through 25 was Chris Martin. The hard charger was Blackhurst from KSC. Other Lincoln Martin won a tire, courtesy of Hoosier. As DMI was to Ryan Jameson. King Racing Products to Tyler Lee. BR Motorsports went to Tasker Phillips. Railway Miller Racing Solutions went to either Chris Martin or Cam Martin. Rod End Supply went to Dustin Clark, Colton Fisher, and Riley Goodnow. The next night they were scheduled to be at Lee County. They were rained out. We'll talk more Sprint Invaders in a few minutes about their upcoming race. Back to Knoxville for last Saturday night, the 11th. Picking up the quick time for the 410s. There was 2 groups. The group 1 was the 21 of Brian Brown at 15.387. Second, the 9R Chase Randall at 15.444. Third, the 88.7 of Aaron Reitzel at a 15.535. Fourth, the 77 of Gio Selzy at a 15.661. Fifth was the 11 of Justin Henderson at a 15.701. Sixth, the 3-piece Thornfield at a 15.749. Seventh, the 1 Tasker Phillips at a 15.797. Eighth was the 45X Reese Moran at a 15.825. Ninth was the 2M of JJ Hinkle at a 15.884. 10th, the 22 Riley Goodnow at 15,948. 11th, the 2KS of Hank Davis at a 15,987. 12th, the 121 of RJ Johnson at a 15,993. 13th was the 49 Josh Steinerman at a 16,021. 14th was Jack Dober, the 53, at 16,033. 15th was the 1K of Kobe Watt at 16,086. 16th was the 40 of Clint Gardner at 16,226. 17th, the 6 DC of Will Armitage at a 16,258. 18th was the 15 Junior Cole Miter at a 16,300. 19th was the 9 of Dominic Domish at a 16,437. And 20th, the 10V of Joe Bieber at a 16,453. Group number 2 went to the 2K of Lynn Jeffrey at a 15,549. Second, the 88W Austin McCarl at a 15,588. Third was Chase Park, 28 at a 15,650. Fourth was 26 Johnson Pack at a 15,673. Fifth, the 25 of John Corbett at a 15,741. Sixth was the 10 of Ryan Timms at a 15,748. Seventh, the 19 Caleb Johnson at a 15,796. Eighth was the 27 Carson McCarl at a 15,880. Jason Persley in the 9P was in the 9th spot at a 15,929. 10th was Chris Martin in the 44 at 15,960. 11th, the 1X of Scott McGiskey at 16,044. 12th, the 09 Matt Jewell at 16,056. 13th, the 88 of Tanner Thorson at 16,059. 14th, the 15 J and Jack Potter at 16,176. 15th, the 16 of Sean Rahal at a 16,367. 16th, the 44X of Scotty Johnson at 16,550. 17th, the 7B of Ben Brown at 16,766. 18th was the 3 of Dane King shot at 16,782. And 19th, the 56 Joe Simbro at 16,903. He race 1 went to Brian Brown, 2nd Justin Henderson, 3rd Aaron Reitzel, 4th Tasker Bills, 5th and final changer J.J. Hinkle. 6th was Hank Davis, 7th Kobe Watt, 8th Josh Snyderman, 9th Will Armitage, and credited with 10th was it did not start with Dominic Tobish. He raced 2 went to Reese Moran, 2nd Chase Randall, 3rd Gio Sully, 4th Sawyer Phillips, 5th and final changer was R.J. Johnson. 6th was Clint Gardner, 7th Jack Dover, 8th was Cole Weitzer, 9th Joe Beaver, 10th Riley Goodo. He raced 3 went to Caleb Johnson, 2nd Chase Park, 3rd Lynn Jeffrey, 4th John Corbett, 5th and final transfer was Jason Persley. 6th Scott McGiskey, 7th Tanner Thorson, 8th Ben Brown, 9th Sean Rahal, and 10th to Joe Simborough. Heat race number 4 went to Ryan Timms, 2nd Justin Peck, 3rd Austin McCarl, 4th Carson McCarl, and 5th Chris Martin. They were followed by 6th Matt Joel, 7th Scotty Johnson, 8th Dane Kingshot, and 9th Jack Potter. The B-May, your winner was Scott McGiskey, 2nd Riley Goodell, 3rd Clint Gardner, 4th and final transfer Kobe Watt. They were followed by 5th Tanner Thorson, 6th Jack Dover, 7th Hank David, 8th Josh Snyderman, 9th Matt Joel, 10th Dane Kingshot, 11th Cole Weitzer, 12th Scotty Johnson, 13th Dominic Domich, 14th Will Armitage, 15th Joe Simbro, 16th Jack Dover, 17th Sean Rahal, 18th Ben Brown, and 19th Joe Beaver. In the feature, your winner was Aaron Reitzel, 2nd Ryan Timms, 3rd Austin McCarl, 4th Chase Park, 5th Reese Moran, 6th Brian Brown, 7th Gio Selzy, 8th Justin Peck, 9th Guy Corbett, 10th to Chase Randall. 11th, Justin Henderson. 12th, Carson Carl. 13th, Caleb Johnson. 14th, Kobe Watt. 15th, Nathan Persley. 16th, Tasker Phil. 17th, Scott McGinsky. 18th was the Chris Martin. 19th, Lynn Jeffrey. 20th, Riley Goodnow. 21st, Clint Garner. 22nd, Sawyer Phillips. 23rd, R.J. Johnson. 24th to J.J. Hinkle. Moran led 1 through 17. Tibbs led 18 through 21. Reitzel led 22 through 25. Hard Charger was Watt. In the 360s, Group 1, time trials went to 63, J.J. Hinkle at 15.809. Second to 4, Cam Martin at 16.025. Third to 59 of Evan Cimarron at 16.054. Fourth to 47 of Tony Shelley at a 16.107. Fifth to 09 of Matt Jewell at 16.109. Sixth was 22 Ryan Levitt at a 16.196. Seventh was G2 Tony Ross at a 16.269. Eighth, the 8M of Cade Morton at a 16.285. Ninth was the 7S to Sawyer Phillips at a 16.288. 10th was the 22X Riley Goodnow at a 16.290. 11th, the 9R Chase Randall at a 16.295. 12th, the 7G of Jackson Gray, 16.327. 13th, the 6th of Logan Alex Moore at 16.362. 14th, the 51 of Clinton Boyles at 16.445. 15th, the 9 of Lanny Moore at a 16.479. Trey Meredith in the 11th team was 16 at a 16.567. 17th to AJ Johnson to the 6B at 16.574. 18th to 55B and Ben or Chase Brown at 16.582. 19th was the 28U of Brandon Cooley at 16.593. 20th was the 33 of Alzuna at 17.047 and disqualified in 21st. The 14J of Joey Danley with a tire. Group number 2. Quick time was the 40 Clint Gardner at 16.230. Second, 24H Kate Higney at 16.250. Third, the 2 Emma Ryan Giles at 16.252. Fourth, the 4J in a W Jamie Ball at 16.284. Fifth, with the 49 Josh Simon at 16.298. Sixth, the 1 Taz at Tasker Phillips at 16.385. Seventh, the 7 of Dustin Salmon at 16.471. Eighth, the 9B and Jake Buback at 16.489. Ninth was Kurt Mueller, the 93, at 16.493. 10th, the 86 of Timothy Smith, 16.526. 11th, 5A Alex Vandervoort at 16.621. 12th, the 01 of Carson McCarl at 633. 13th, the 22P and Jesse Payne at 16.710. 14th, the 3R Russell Potter at a 16.824. 15th was the 71 of Brandon Worthington at 16.866. 16th, T4 Tyler Graves, 17.225. 17th, the 11R Rodney Human at a 17.301 or 17.103. 18th, the 14 of Aiden Zoo at at 17, 370. 19th, the 1A, John Anderson at 17, 472. And 20th was the 32, Riley Valentine at 17, 584. He raced 1. Went to Matt Jewell. 2nd, Tony Ross. 3rd, J.J. Hinkle. 4th, Evan Cimarron. 5th, Paul Church, Sawyer Phillips. 6th was Joey Danley. 7th, Chase Randall. 8th, Lanny Moore. 9th, Brandon Cooley. 10th, Logan Moore. And credited with 11th was A.J. Johnson, did not start. He raced 2 with the Ryan 11th, 2nd, Cam Martin. 3rd, Riley Goodell. 4th, Cade Morton. 5th, Tony and final trainer Tony Shilley. 6th, Chase Brown. 7th, Trey Meredith. 8th, Jackson Gray. 9th, Clinton Boyles. And 10th, Alan Duke. Heat race number 3 went to Dustin Salvage. 2nd, Josh Snyderman. 3rd, Clayton Gardner. 4th, Alex Vandervoort. 5th and final transfer was Ryan Giles. 6th was Brandon Worthington. 7th, Kurt Mueller. 8th, Rodney Human. 9th, Jesse Payne. And 10th, John Anderson. Heat race number 4 went to Kate Higney. 2nd, Jamie Ball. 3rd, Jake Buback. 4th, Carson McCarl. And 5th, Timothy Smith. 6th was Russell Potter. 7th, Tyler Graves. 8th, Aiden Zoot. 9th, Riley Valentine. And 10th, Tassis Phillips. In the B-Main, your winner was Chase Randall. 2nd, Tasker Phillips. 3rd, Joey Danley. 4th, and final transfer, Brandon Worthington. They're followed by 5th, Kurt Mueller. 6th, Clint Boyle. 7th, Trey Meredith. 8th, Jesse Payne. 9th, Tyler Graves. 10th, Brandon Cooley. 11th, Jackson Gray. 12th, Logan Moore. 13th, Aiden Zoot. 14th, John Anderson. 15th, Alan Zoot. 16th, Riley Valentine. 17th, Chase Brown. 18th, Russell Potter. 19th, Rodney Human. 20th was Lanny Moore. And did not start 21st, A.J. Johnson. In the feature event, your winner was J.J. Hinkle. 2nd, Clint Gardner. 3rd, Cam Martin. 4th, Kate Higney. 5th, Riley Goodell. 6th, Jamie Wall. 7th, Matt Jewell. 8th, Chase Randall. 9th, Jake Buback. 10th, Ryan 11th, Tasker Phillips. 12th, Carson McCarl. 13th, Dustin Salmon. 14th, Alexander Moore. 15th, Tony Rock. 16th, Sawyer Phillips. 17th, Josh Simon. 18th, Timothy Smith. 19th, Joey Danley. 20th, Cade Morton. 21st, Evan Cimarron. 22nd, Brandon Worthington. 23rd, Ryan Giles. 24th, Tony Shilley. Cam Morton led the first 11 laps. Then it was Hinkle led lap 12. Cam Morton led 13 through 15, and Hinkle led 16 through 20. The hard charger was Randall. Finally, your pro sprints. They did 2 groups. Your quick time in Group 1 was the 9 of Luke Lane at 17:8:30. 2nd, 2 Casey Ferguson at 17:8:94. 3rd to 88, Jake Kinder at an 18:086. 4th, the 14 of Tim Young at an 18:213. 5th was the 23B Matthew Botts at an 18:240. 6:48 Tyler Thompson at a 16:258. And 7th, Brody Johnson at an 18:512. Group 2 went to Mike Mayberry at a 17:645. 2nd, Clayton Vanderploeg at a 17:648. 3rd was Chase Young, the 26 at 17:667. 4th, the 99 of Matthew Selder at a 17:872. 5th was the 41 Jeff Wilkie at a 17:996 or 76. 6th, the 30 Carter Hanson at an 18:044. And 7th, the 3 of Derek Clark at an 18:731. Key race 1 went to Jake Hender. 2nd, Luke Lane. 3rd, Tyler Thompson. 4th, Casey Ferguson. 5th, Brody Johnson. 6th, Tim Young. And 7th, Matthew Moss. Heat 2 went to Chase Young. 2nd, Matthew Selzer. 3rd, Mike Mayberry. 4th, Clayton Vanderploeg. 5th, Jeff Wilkie, 6 Carter Hansen, and 7th to Derek Clark. A main, it was Jake Hendry, your winner. 2nd to Tyler Thompson. 3rd, Matthew Seltzer. 3rd, Chase Young. 4th, Blake Mayberry. 5th was Mike Mayberry. 6th, Luke Lane. 7th, Jeff Wilkie. 8th, Matthew Boss. 9th, Tim Young. 10th, Derek Clark. 11th, Clayton Vanderpool. 12th, Casey Ferguson. 13th, Brody Johnson. 14th, Carter Hansen. Kendall led lap 1. Stelzer led lap 2. Kendall led 13 through 15. Botch was the hard charger. We have one more track to look at for racing results, and then get you caught up on some race. So Southern Iowa Speedway back on the July 1st was in racing action. We'll start with the sport callbacks. Picking up the win was the 65 of Steph Miners. 2nd, the 69er of Brandon Ellison. 3rd, the 11 of Caleb Hildebrand. 4th was the 22D of Dalton Sowers. 5th, the 22K of Caitlin Watt. 6th, the 7 of Brandon Pinkney. 7th, 3S Paige Sanders. 8th, 31 Dale Porter. 9th, Evan Patrician in the 3E. Tim Mullins, 61, was 10th. 11th was 2H James Harry. 12th was the 01C and Brian Clausen, and did not start. And 13th to 54 J and Jeremy Williams. Sport mods. Your winner was Curtis Vanderwall, 1V. 2nd, Colton Lizzie, 29. 3rd, the 01 and Brady Carter. 4th, 15K and Kyle Harwood. 5th, the 24 Chase Johnson. 6th was 55B Stephen Barry. 7th, Cale Plumberg in the 44C. 8th, 65B of Benjamin Block. And credited with 9th and did not start the 3Z and Jason Van Zolberg. Hobby Stockers. Your winner was the 10G Justin Griffin. 2nd, 7 Keaton Gardner. 3rd, the 18 Chris Walker. 4th, 52 Brandon Wood. 5th, 91 Jeremy Dilly. 6th, the 1 hour Rick Van Dinseldorp. 7th, the 17 Jake Seitzman. 8th, the 42 Tyson Overton. 9th, the 56 the Skylar Meyer. In the World Rigged Racing League, aka Crown Vics, your winner was 11 Cole Hughes. 2nd, the 5K Trent Kerr. Brandon Nance in the 8 a.m. was 3rd. 4th, Tater Brainbridge was 4th. Mike Walsh was in the 13 team was 5th. And 6th, Wayne Francis is 67. And finally, the stock cars. Your winner was the 30 M. McGuire Young. 2nd, Steve Churchill in the 55. 3rd, the 02 of Andrew Schroeder. 4th, Jason McDaniels in the 85. 5th, the 10G Justin Griffiths. 6th, the 52 Nathan Woods. 7th, 7 of 3 of Aaron Martin. 8th, the 1C of Liberty Jackson. 9th, the 2J of Steve Jackson. 10th, Mike Van Utrecht in the 57, or 27. 11th, the 96 Clint Golf. 12th, the 17B Luke Myers. 9th, the 97, or 13th, the 97 of Mark Carr. Nathan Waters was 14th to 33-4. And 15th to 57B and Jared Buckaloo. Oski will be in racing action with their normal program tonight. And then tomorrow night, it's $1,200 to win stock cars and $800 for hobby stocks. And we'll now talk about contingencies with Sprint Invaders. So, which I'll get to in a second. For the Sprint Invader, some nice bonuses besides the regular ones. Heat race winners will get an extra $100 from Design Metal, Case Cupcakes, uh, Aussie Agencies of Iowa, and Aussie Challenges, which is the front row challenge. Plus, Case Cupcakes is giving a free cupcake to all heat race winners. The McKay Group is giving $200 to the Hard Charger, A-Main, and they've been doing a drawing for the Fairmont races, a free fair tire, but the Knoxville Raceway will also be giving a right rear Hoosier to the highest regular finisher from Knoxville. And finally, Open Wheel 101 and the Dirt Racing Podcast is giving $100 to the highest finishing 34,305 regular in points. So those are all the contingencies for tomorrow night. Now let's talk about Saturday. Saturday night, 360 shootout with a lot of money and contingencies on the line. We found it. Alrighty. It's 20,000 to win for 360s. The 410s will also be in action. The total purse for one night with plenty of contingencies, and we'll get through all the contingencies in a minute. It's $115,000 purse. For quick time for Knox Vegas for both groups, it's $1,000. In heat races by Knox Vegas, $2,600 in fuel cards. The mystery spot in each be made on the wheel bonus will pay $1,000. The be made will pay $1,250 for the first time transfer in each be made. Knox Vegas, be made hard charger, both be made $500. The Teresa Coots Heartbreak Award is $1,000. The Melbourne Bank highest finisher points driver gets $1,000. The Knox Vegas Mystery Wheels random finish 6 through 24 they made $1,000. Here's my favorite: the Tasker and Allie Phillips Anchor Award for the driver they made loses most positions is $500. And finally, the Charlie Levitt Hard Charger is $2,500. The Booster Club, well, they want to thank for this purse and stuff. They want to thank the 360 Booster Club, Monty Motorsports, Don Long, Impact Signs on the Wraps, Jetco, Slideways, and those who contribute to Knox Vegas. So thanks to all those people. We'll have those results. And more next week. On next week's show, we will be back. Sorry this was a long one, but with internet problems, I had to do it this way. But we appreciate anybody that listens to the show. or watches the show on YouTube, follows the Facebook, Twitter pages. We appreciate you all. We'll see you next week. Make sure you go to your local dirt track. And once again, this is another edition of the Dirt Racing Podcast.